Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I made the brand new Sonic plushies that they're just from Sonic, and that's it. I just made them for fun. I just want to show you them, and that's all. I made them by scratch, thanks to Leisure DIY for the tutorial. And you were asking, will I make the rest? We'll see at the end. But right now, we're gonna start reviewing, starting off by Sonic, the main character himself. Okay, starting off with Sonic here, the main character himself. Yep, he was the first one I start off with. And the weird part about him that his eyes are big. Damn. I had to sew them all the way around. Even the inner eyes too. But yeah, the head is so flat. Like, Jesus. This is kind of like a Jack-specific Sonic plush. And I'm not gonna go get Jack-specific Sonic because I don't want to go through my toy box just to make a comparison. And yep, here he is. I kind of use the same material as the leisureDiy, but instead, I think the ears are differently. I'm not sure if I did this one correct or not, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and I just did the small puffy thing. It's just a circle. Yeah, just a shape like that, and then sewed it. Oh, and then I used the thread to make the mouth. And for the body, the stomach is really big. And oh, I just noticed that his arms are blue, even though in the game is cream color. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. Probably to make it look good, but yeah, they're so small for some reason. And for the legs, it's just a shape like that. But yeah, this guy is just it's just a DIY tutorial from the leisureDiy. If you haven't heard from it, then check that. You might as well check that out, cause those plushies look pretty cool. But what I'm saying is, this guy is not pretty much my favorite. I give him, I'll give that guy, I'll give him a I'll give him a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. Whatever, but let's move on to Tails. Oh yeah, by the way, he's so flat. Okay, now let's move on to Tails. Get out of here. Okay, now we got Tails over here. Let's go a little bit in depth right here. Starting off with the head again. But yeah, a head is just a Tails head, because what else? But this time I did pretty good on him. I mean, like, look at him. But yeah, he's got a yellow head and those white inner ears. Oh yeah, and I even did the hair that they don't look pretty much right because he's black. It's a little bit black, like, can you see? Yeah, I think it's the Sharpie or something. But yeah, I also sew in the outer part of the eyes, but for the inner eyes part, I use glue because I thought if I sew it in with the machine, then it'll get pretty messed up. But yes, I use a machine to sew. Oh yeah, even my hands too, but I decided to save myself some time and then just glue on the eyes. So what I basically did was I cheated and then just glue it in. Yeah, but still looks good anyways. Okay, now he's got his fur muzzle, and Same thing I did with Sonic, with the nose and then the mouth. It's just a thread. Man, I did good. Yeah, nothing on the back, but for the body, it's just a body, a regular body. But I just grabbed the white piece and then sew it in. And then, wow, he has pretty bigger arms and legs this time. He's got those white gloves that I use thread in. Oh yeah, and those legs right here, they look perfect. I'm really glad how I just like how it's split in so it can be sewn together. And yeah. Oh yeah, and for the tail, for his two tails that he has, it's just a shape like that, but I sew on the white part of it. But yeah, it's just four shapes of it, but sewn all together and then attached on, and that's how I got these two tails. And yep, that's it for tails. For him, I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10, just because he looks good on him, and just because I cheated to do the eyes. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. Let's move on to Knuckles. Okay, now here is Knuckles. Okay, so I think he's gotta be my favorite so far, just because of just because how he looks and everything. Damn, I really like how he can swing his arms, punching, and the legs are just fine. Anyways, let's get reviewing him. So the head is just a Knuckles head, obviously, and then for the hair, it's just a shape like that. I forgot how many pieces had to come out. Wait, let me count them. Oh, 14 pieces. But yeah, I had to cut out 14 pieces of this and then sew them all along. And yeah, that's just how it goes though. So I just had to go with that. The muzzles is literally the same thing as the rest. Same thing with the eyes. But the inner eye, I just did the same thing with tails. And yes, I cheated again, and don't ask why, because you probably already know why. So anyways, the body's just it's just a body from a DIY plush, but damn, he has longer arms and legs. Man, I really like the fist too. Oh, even those spikes they gave him. Wow. And the shoes, yeah, the shoes are just shoes, but I just did a rectangle piece and then sew it on. Same thing with the yellow part. And yeah, that's it for Knuckles. This guy has got to be far better than the rest. So I give this guy a 10 out of 10, I guess, just because of how he turned out and everything. Okay, next up, let's move on to Amy. Okay, so Amy right here. Okay, so yeah, let's just get reviewing him, because I don't know what else to say. But okay, so it's just an Amy head shape, obviously, and the eyes are sewn in, but instead I mostly glue the parts to, I mean, the green eye is sewn in, but the black and white pimple dot are glued in, and this is glued in, and this is glued in as well, just to make it look good. Oh yeah, even for this, I just glue it in, because you see, I am kind of lazy. That's why I kind of glued some of the part that I didn't want to do. So yeah, and the hair is just it's kind of the same thing as a tails. And yes, again, it's a little bit black on it. Same thing with the inner ear. But yeah, those are just normal ears. And the muzzle, well, for the muzzle, I just sewed it in instead of making a puffball because that's what it said in the tutorial. And the mouth is just it's just a thread again. But yeah, there's nothing much on the back too. But okay, moving on to the body. It's just an Amy body, but I'm really proud of how I did the dress. And yes, they kind of leisureDiy kind of made a mistake on the back because it was supposed to be a red, but they made it pink. Weird. But it doesn't really matter enough. But yeah, it's just a shape like that, but two pieces sewn together for front and back. And this is just sewn in. Yup, it's not glued, it's sewn. And yeah, you can see black on it because I use Sharpie to like draw the patterns over the paper, that's why. And the arms, it's just a shape like that, but sewn all together. And yes, you can see a little bit of rip because, look, I really had hard times doing the arms because, as you can see, this cream color is a minky color, except a fleece, because I did not have a fleece cream color, so I just had to went for minky. And yeah, that's why it's all kind of ripped up because I had a hard time turning it inside out and stuff it. And yeah, that's why the arms are pretty messed up. But that's okay. At least I'm happy. At least I'm happy with how she turned out. And yeah, and the legs, they're just normal. They're just normal legs. Yeah, just a shape like that, but I just got a line like this and then sew it over with the machine. And yep, that's it for Amy. Okay, I missed the most important character ever I made. Shadow. Yup, I forgot that I made Shadow. And yes, he is the most important one. So, yeah, I forgot I made him because, like, I didn't even notice because of all those plushies over there. And yeah, here is Shadow. Anyways, I'm gonna just say nuts, starting off with the head again. Okay, so a head is just a circle head, but with the shape like that, but sewn in. Same thing as the top. And yeah, just those triangle shapes. Yeah, this guy's my least favorite, and I'll tell you at the end. Okay, but the sides are not glued. Yeah, that's not glued, it's sewn in. Same thing as the other side. The eyes are glued in. Yeah, only the eyes. And the nose, it's just a flat nose. Yeah, same thing with Amy I did. And same thing with the rest, with the mouth. And for the body, it's just a normal body, but with that chest fur. And with those long arms again. But this I glued in. Yep, I glued, because I'm not sewing that tiny piece. But yeah, for the arms, it's four pieces, just because with this and this and this and that. So yeah, I just had to cut out a lot of pieces with the arms and then sew them all together. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at that tutorial. And yeah, same thing I did with the legs. It's kind of annoying how I had to how I had to do the arms and legs with a lot of pieces. And yeah, the shoes are just shadow shoes I made, just a circle, but I placed this with the others. And as you can see, the back, they gave it these little spikes on the back. They finally gave it to him instead of Sonic. And yeah, this guy has to be one of my least favorite because I don't really like how he looks and everything. He turned out fine, but I just don't like him much. So yeah, he's gonna be like my least favorite probably. And yeah, I'm not forgetting anything else. All I'm forgetting is just Shadow, and that's it. Now, moving on to the final one. Eggman. Okay, so for Eggman right here, or Classic Robotnik, or Dr. Robotnik, whatever. But yeah, Classic Robotnik right here. And finally, we're on to the end. Anyways, let's just get reviewing him so we can end this off real quick. So the head is just a shape like that, but yes, I glued eyes once again. It looks good enough anyways. And I gave it his mustache and his nose, and the teeth I used thread on. I did pretty good with the black lines using thread. I did pretty good with that. I'm proud of it. But yeah, and I saw him on some cape. Yep, he has a cape I gave him. And the arms are just the same pattern as the rest of them, I guess. And his stomach is just a huge egg, but with two pieces sewn together. You can see he has this, and he doesn't have one on the back, but his legs are just, it's just a shape like this, but sewn together. But yeah, all the rest of them right there are literally just tutorials from leisureDiy. So check all them out, and then you'll see how I made them. And yeah. And yeah, that's it from all of the Sonic characters I made so far. And once again, check out leisureDiy so you can see how I did all of them. And yeah, you might be wondering, will I make the other ones? The answer is maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be maybe because I don't know. It could be not because like I'm not sure where am I gonna get the colors and everything. And also, hey, you did forget about me, but Mighty, you're not in this plush video. Yeah, but maybe I could be included too. Just come on, just said you forgot about me too. But sorry, Mighty, you're gonna be in the next video. What? Yeah, get out of here. And yeah, Mighty is only gonna be in the next video. I thought I would do him now, but no. But yeah, he's gonna be in a part 2 video of making the what's the name? It's a channel I said it before. I forgot, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a part 2 video of that, but pretty soon if I can. I'll try to do Cream, I'll try to do Sticks or Chaos and Ray and more, but we'll see. But anyways, I think I gotta go now, and goodbye.